Well, I think my first order of business this morning needs to be cleaning up this. Just so I have a place to work a little bit later, because as you can see, my desk is kind of cluttered. That desk has stuff on it, so I could technically work, but I kind of need some space to be able to work. So between that and laundry, yeah, that's going to be how I'm going to start out. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 27th, I do believe. I don't have my watch on at the moment. Oh, well. Let's get started. Productivity Day Friday, go! So you guys want me to show off some of the mod stuff that I got the other day? As you can see, this is from Handheld Legend. So everything I found, everything I'm showing off here can be ordered from their site. Again, link in the description as always. But yeah, hold on, let me just get a little more situated and I will show you what we have to do. Okay, well for starters here, we have 3 of these glass screens here. So these can actually go replace one of the consoles or whatever. I haven't decided exactly which consoles are getting what yet. But yeah, so this one is for the original Game Boy, the dot matrix. The really fat one, which I have this one here. I might wind up modding this one. I haven't decided about the other consoles yet. One for the Game Boy Color. And one for the Game Boy Advance. So yeah, these are designed to kind of replace some of the oldest screens in the fleet, which are kind of getting banged up. Also up here, you might notice that this is a Game Boy Color front light, not a backlight, because Game Boy Colors cannot be front lit. And here we have a Game Boy Advance front light again. So the Game Boy Advance can be backlit, but it's a more complicated process, and I figured that it might be kind of fun just to go for front lit. Because I mean, I don't hate front lights as much as many other people do. All right, what else is in this box? There's a second kit. This was actually a really tiny box. I wasn't expecting this all to be packaged that thinly. Well, that was apparently more complicated than it needed to be. So in this package here, there's more packaging. We'll get to that in a second. This is glue. This is Loca glue, which is... Oh god, I forget what it stands for. Long story short, it's translucent glue that when you put it on a display will dry clear so you can see through it, which is kind of essential for these 2 installations. This is a pair of buttons, or not a pair exactly, it's a D-pad and an inner D-pad, and they're multi-level buttons for this, the fat Game Boy. This is a replacement speaker because there's one Game Boy Color I have that needs a new speaker, which was my original teal one, but I moved it out at some point, I think prior to the vlog starting. I don't remember where I put it. What is in this kit? I think I know, but I need to open it so I can actually show you guys. Okay. Yeah, so inside of this one is a Handheld Legend card, which is, of course, completely necessary. And, anyway, where'd that chip go? Whatever. Find it in a second. It's in the packaging somewhere. This is a Game Boy original backlight. Yeah. This is just a white backlight. So yeah, I've got 3 mods to do, and there was another thing that I guess just fell on the floor or something. Let's try not to destroy it. Yes, it did, of course, fall on the floor. This right here is a vibrant module. And long story short, what that does is make off pixels on and on pixels off, and it's a color inverter. Yeah, so I'll kind of explain what that does in a little bit. Long story short, it increases the contrast, but you don't have to make it so that it can be inversed. You can if you really want to, but I would not recommend that. But yeah, so probably not today, but there are mods coming. Oh, also before I forget, one other thing that in regards to the mods that I did find is that there's more instructions on these, and in particular, there's a mod where apparently, like, wait, I have the board out somewhere. Where did I move the board? I think it's like right here. These 2 things need to get a small resistor together or something, and you can actually run the run it without this ribbon cable in this top part of the display on, and there's also a way to bypass it so you can have a speaker. So I actually ordered some of those resistors that are, I think, coming next week, but so that'll kind of move progress along in building these, which is kind of fun. Yeah, mod stuff a little bit later, but for the moment, back to cleaning some stuff up. because progress.
But yeah, no, the class is it's called digital editing, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, here's all the vlog cards. I've cleared most of the vlog cards up. So managing some data a little bit now, and I thought I clicked the OK button here, but I guess not. So then that can start transferring for all of the vlog footage from the last 4 days. And also, Sam is here.
Huh?
Sam is here. Or at least on Skype.
Are you vlogging?
Yes.
Oh, hi vlog.
Yep. Sam is on Skype with me while I'm going about and doing various bits of work. But yeah, the room is now a little bit cleaner, at least. The laundry is over there.
I'm playing Final Fantasy 2.
Original Final Fantasy 2. You should clarify so people don't get mad.
Not American Peasant Final Fantasy 2.
To be fair, American Final Fantasy 2 is supposedly still a really, really good game.
I think it's a bit overrated, but it's a great starting point for the series, but
I've only played a very little bit of it. Judging by the way that flag is blowing up there, it looks kind of windy outside, and it also looks kind of gray in the sky, so it might rain a little bit later, but whatever. Yeah, I'm still vlogging.
Okay. I can't see you, so.
I know. And they can't see you. Well, I was just looking out the window, and I don't know if you can see any of them in the distance there, but let's just zoom in a little bit, because there are some snow flurries out there. Yeah. Yes, but they can't hear you. Sam says hi. He's on the thing. Alright, Sam doesn't say hi. I take it back. But yeah, there are snow flurries out there. Well, at least there were for a few moments there. They're not going to settle. It's way too warm for that. It's still like 42 degrees outside. But whatever. Well, I think I might start modding in a little bit. I picked this sucker for the moment. Other than that, everything is downstairs laundry-wise. I need to go switch a load probably right after I film this. I think I'm going to pick this sucker to go ahead and start the mods on just because it looks kind of cool, and if I ever get a replacement thing for it, you know, it look pretty banging just with a kind of a backlight and a nice glow. Yeah, so that might be kind of my first start with the modding, and I'm probably going to just use videos to kind of do this. I'll probably just show kind of the result of this for the moment, but yeah, it might be this sucker's time. So, unfortunately, I was cleaning out the shelf a little bit, and I dropped this on the floor, and this fell off. So the thing still works, but yeah, whatever, okay. So I might need to replace the shell at some point, but for the moment, let's just focus on working on this, shall we? Shall we? I need to go switch laundry real quick, I'll be right back. Well, let's go somewhere, shall we? I gave up on the mod for a little bit because I think I fucked up the screen, to be completely honest. I was having a really, really difficult time getting the film off, so I pretty much, I think, destroyed the screen in the process, and it's not even completely off yet, so I don't know. I'm going to give up on it for the moment because I have more important things to do, which is why I'm heading down this way. Now, if you're familiar with the vlogs, you might have figured out that I'm on my way to go pick up Sarah. But if you're also familiar with the vlogs, you might be aware that I go the other way to get to the train station, right? Both of those things are generally correct. However, we realized that it's actually more cheap, more cost efficient, not time efficient, but cost efficient, for her to come down here by taking the 66 in the L. Because she works, well, first off, she works on the L line. Basically, she works at, like, I don't know, I don't want to say exactly where, but she works someplace that's convenient to the L, and she rides the L to and from work on a daily basis. So she has a trans pass. Now that's different from my trail pass that I usually have, because it's your trans pass only works on the buses and like the L and the subway and the trolleys. The rail pass, although you know some of those things do qualify as rails, the trail pass that is, works on all of that plus the regional rail up to whatever specified zone it is, and the airport R1, no matter what. The trans pass does too, for that matter. But yeah, so since she has a trans pass, and it's not like you get a discount if you flash a trans pass and pay the difference. It used to work that way. It does not work that way anymore. But yeah, so we are going to need to. Are you going to go? If we're going to cut the intersection off? But yeah, so it's not like we are going to What was I going to say? I forget. So it's not like we're saving, or we are saving money completely because this trip essentially costs her nothing. Whereas before she would still have to use a train ticket. So she has one left for going back, I do believe. Just so that, yeah, so we can send her back because it'll be nicer and easier on a Sunday night. So we can save the $5 or whatever it is in the daytime because she gets it completely for free. Makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it now? Where in the world are you going? I would like to pull into the Cricket store because that is what I came here for. This used to be just a store where that was not convenient. The curb is a little high. We're going to just pretend like we're going to go shopping here and just wait for Sarah in the Cricket store. This used to just be abandoned. It's closing soon, but more importantly, we're just going to park here anyway because that's where she gets off the bus. Well, seeing as how it's now closing in on like midnight, as you can kind of see on the clock, yeah, it's getting kind of late. It's almost about to roll over into Saturday, but today has largely kind of been a very productive day. I just felt something on the floor. Oh well, whatever. I'll find it another day. Tomorrow probably. Yeah, but it's been a productive day. I had a good day. I haven't really done much noteworthy since I got back. But I guess one thing, the last thing I have to cover today is that this came in the mail. And you might be wondering what this is. Well, I mean, it says it on the package, but these are really, really, really tiny resistors. Those are what I need to, the models in the other room, bypass the top screen requirement. So, a little bit more mod stuff tomorrow. Yeah, I know today has been a little bit short, but again, it's always been work stuff, and I took the quizzes and whatever, so yeah, it's fun. Always fun, right? School stuff.